Hey, what's up, everybody? My fellow boxing lovers. Well, unfortunately, the next weekend there aren't that many fights, really interesting fights to talk about, but I'll be actually talking about one fight mostly. But before we get to that, Jean Pascal is actually also fighting, but it's not on Saturday, it's on Thursday. Yeah, Jean Pascal is 40 years old now, and he's stayed around for a longer, quite a bit longer than I expected. And, especially after he lost to Kovalev twice, was stopped actually by him. Then he lost to Alvarez, Eleider Alvarez, and Dmitri Bivol. Then he just kind of, I don't know what happened. He just bounced back, amazingly when he beat Marcus Brown. And even though that was, you might say, because of an injury, but still, he put him down three times. And then, against Badu Jack, I thought he got lucky, to get that victory because I didn't think he really deserved it. Yeah, but anyway, since then he's only had one fight these last 3 years. That was last year when he beat the previously unbeaten Fan Long Meng of China. So that was also another fight I didn't really expect him, well, quite to win maybe, but still, Fan Long Meng had hardly ever fought anybody of note, so that was mainly the reason why he was undefeated. And this time, Pascal is fighting in his adopted home. He's been fighting in USA, mostly the last few years, but now he's returning to Canada, to Laval, and he's fighting a guy called Michael Eifert, or Michael. He's from Germany, actually. So I never heard of this guy, and his record is not much to talk about. 11 wins, 1 loss, and 4 knockouts. So he hasn't been stopped yet. And yeah, lost to Tom Jamsky, but he then beat him in the rematch. That's the guy. He's about the same height as Pascal, 5'11 and a half inch. Actually, an inch taller. Well, I really don't have any doubts that Pascal will win this fight. So whether it goes a distance or whether he knocks the guy out, I don't know really, and don't really care. But I just wanted to mention that fight first. All right, then we go to the big fight of the weekend. So we got Gilberto Ramirez, who is coming off his first loss to Bivol, of course, and he's fighting Gabriel Rosado actually. But I'm not sure whether this is at 168 or 175 because I know Rosado is, he's not a light heavyweight. Yeah, this is a 168. Wow. So actually, Ramirez has gone back down. I don't understand why. I mean, he's a huge guy for a super middleweight. I don't know really. Maybe he thinks he will do better. Maybe not. Maybe I mean he's fighting a guy who has seen better days, of course. Even though Rosado is a tough guy, but still he is hardly the favorite here. He's got 16 losses already, and I think he's 36 right now, almost 37. And Ramirez is 31, still at the top of his game, but not for much longer probably, but still, yeah, 31. So still good age, of course, for a boxer. So there's a big height, well, rather big height advantage as always for Ramirez Zurdo, who's 44, 1 and 0 with 30 knockouts. Yeah, Rosado, as I said already, he's 3 inches shorter and got 16 losses, 26 wins, 1 draw. So he's been really kind of mostly on the losing end last few years. They've managed to score, yeah, one good at least win against Bektemir Melikuzi. That was by a knockout even. But yeah, it's had a rather good, some good fights he gave, like Danny Jacobs and yeah, Maciej Suletsky, yeah. But here, he's fighting a guy who is just, Rosado is 37, who is just, younger, fresher, bigger, stronger, everything. And Ramirez may not be a really hard puncher, but at 168, I mean, at 175, he stopped everyone until he lost to Bivol. So, he does have power anyway. He does have enough power. And Rosado hasn't been stopped for a long time. Yeah, that's true. He's actually been stopped 4 times, but last time he was stopped was against David Lemieux. That's right, in 2014, December. Wow. And he was also stopped by Peter Quillen. That's right. Gil Triple G and Angulo. All right, that was very long. So I expect this to be a really good fight. Because Rosado is a true action fighter, a brawler, really brings it. And Ramirez, I expect him to just be to use his long reach and height advantage and all that in order to get the better of Rosado. Just jab and bomb him from the outside. Yeah, I mean, he should be able to win this fight and without too much trouble. Well, it will not be an easy fight still, but as I said, Rosado has been losing a lot lately, and I hope this will be his last fight because there isn't really anything to gain for him to by remaining active. So yeah, I mean, Ramirez was he didn't look good against Bivol, of course, and he was too stiff. So maybe I don't know. Maybe that the 175 that didn't suit him as well at 168. I'm not sure. Or maybe this is just a one time only going back down. I hope so because I don't think he is going to be able to make the weight much longer. With his size and going and now being over 30. Also. So yeah, that's kind of strange that he chose this fight really. But I think he will win definitely. I don't see Rosado winning this fight. He's just too far past his prime, and he's a natural junior middleweight to middleweight. So he has super middleweight. He never was really good. So yeah. I mean, he spent most of his career at 154 light middleweight or junior middleweight, where he could, you know, he was never a really hard. I wouldn't say he was a very hard puncher, but he could hit, at 154 definitely, and stopped a few guys that were not that bad. I don't know. So, like what's his name, Sekou Paulo, yeah. So, yeah, I think this will maybe go the distance. Maybe, yeah, but also I wouldn't be surprised if Ramirez stopped him sometimes in the later rounds. This is actually a 12 round fight, alright. So yeah, after round 8, somewhere around there, I can see a stoppage coming, but I don't know how this will affect, Ramirez, whether he will get tired, in the late rounds, because making that weight can be, of course, stressful for the body, and when you are nearly 6'3", and not exactly a skinny weak guy. that's hard, of course. Ramirez is not a fat guy, of course, not in any by any stretch of imagination, but he's rather, rather big physically, yeah. He's not like Sebastian Fundora type or something like that. Yeah. All right. So I think yeah, Gilberto Ramirez will win this fight. On well, it's too hard to know really. I can see him stopping Rosado, but Rosado is a very tough guy, so it's kind of yeah. I'm divided there, but anyway, Ramirez wins either way. So that will be all for this time. A little bit shorter. Well, that's how it goes. All right. See you all. Bye bye. Have a fun. Have a good day.